There's been a big hole in Acura's crossover lineup for a long time, but this new ADX is ready to fill it. What's up, folks? I'm Dave Undercoffler, Head of Consumer Insights for CarGurus. Nearly every premium brand on the market has offered a small, compact crossover, but Acura hasn't, offering only the RDX and the larger 3-row MDX. That all changes with this new 2025 ADX. It goes up against rivals like the BMW X1, Audi Q3, and Volvo XC40. It packs a sleek exterior, lots of tech on the inside, and a turbocharged engine under this hood. So how's all that going to stack up against the competition? Let's go take a look. But before we do, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you can get alerts on all of our future updates. All right, let's start by taking a look at the exterior of this ADX. Before we do, a few housekeeping notes. This will start in the mid $30,000 range when it goes on sale in early 2025. And there are 3 trim levels available. There's the base, then there's the ADX A-Spec, and then the ADX A-Spec Advance. And that's what you're looking at here. In terms of styling, Acura really didn't deviate all that much from other vehicles in its lineup. You've got these really cool LED lights running along the front here. Their bold grille out front with a really big Acura emblem, and then really nice sporty design down below. One thing to note, these final pieces all the way at the bottom are an extra dealer add-on. Turning to the side, the ADX is actually bigger in person than you might imagine for a compact entry-level crossover. It's also loosely based on Honda's HR-V, so they share the same wheelbase, although this ADX is about 6 inches longer overall. I also want to point out that the ADX is really aiming to be sporty, so you don't see a lot of chrome on the exterior trim. You've got these really nice 19-inch alloy wheels, you've got blacked out trim here on the mirror caps, and then running along the frame of the windows. Finally, at the back, the ADX continues a lot of the design themes you see on other Acura models today. A couple of things I want to point out. You've got a really nice spoiler up here, LED taillights down here, and then at the bottom, standard dual exhaust outlets. I just love that sporty characteristic. One final thing to note, this black spoiler running across the back isn't standard. That's an extra add-on. Now, because this is a pre-production model, we can't show you what's under the hood, but we can tell you about it. It's a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Horsepower figures have not been released yet, but we bet they're pretty close to the 200 horsepower that this same engine makes in Acura's Integra. This will be paired with a CVT type of gearbox, not our favorite type of transmission, but it does come standard with paddle shifters on the steering wheel. Front-wheel drive will also be standard with all-wheel drive coming as an option. That all-wheel drive system can divert up to 50% of the power to those rear wheels. Finally, EPA fuel economy figures aren't available yet. All right, let's take a look at the interior. Now, some of what you see here is going to look familiar if you've been in a recent Honda Accord, Honda Civic, or Honda CR-V. And that's in terms of the screen here or this setup right here. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And to make it a little sweeter, because this is a premium vehicle, Acura has added some nice touches. You've got a stitched leather dashboard up here, some brushed metal trim, so it really does feel the part of a premium crossover. A couple of other things to note, we have a standard 10.2-inch digital display for the instrument panel, and then a 9-inch screen here. This is wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto connectivity as standard. And because we're in the advanced trim, we also have Google built in here. So that's Google Maps, Google Assistant, and Google Play. We also have a 15-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system on this advanced version. That's a lot of speakers, a really premium sound system, especially in an entry-level crossover like this. A couple of other things I like about this ADX cabin. For one, you've got a standard moonroof on all trim levels. There's also a really nice trick down on the climate control. Depending on whether you turn it hotter or colder, it will show you red or blue. That's just kind of a really nice surprise and delight feature. And then finally, the model we're sitting in right now has these really nice blue ultra suede inserts on the seats and on the door. All right, let's take a look at rear seat space. If you've seen our videos before, you know the drill. I put the front seat to where I would have it if I'm sitting up there. So basically, I'm sitting behind myself. I'm 6'1", and I've got plenty of room in the back of this ADX. Acura and Honda are really good about making this platform very size efficient. So you've got a lot of space back here, despite it being a fairly small vehicle overall. So I've got a lot of room for my legs, my feet, my knees, and headroom is really good. And that's including the fact that we do have a moonroof. So overall, I think you could get tall adults back here very comfortably. A few other goodies back here I want to point out. We've got a pair of air vents here, and then down below a pair of USB-C charge ports. And then the floor down here is almost flat, so you could get another adult sitting in the middle without this sort of being the penalty box where you've got your knees up into your chest. That's pretty cool. Finally, at the back, the ADX has about 24.5 cubic feet of space back here. That's quite a bit for a vehicle this small. And if that's not enough, the seats fold completely flat, giving you 55 cubic feet of space. All right, folks, there you have it, a preview of Acura's first ever ADX compact crossover. So what do you guys think? Is this a good addition to Acura's lineup? Do you like the styling? Do you like the interior features? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. This ADX will go on sale in early 2025, and again, the starting price is in the mid $30,000 range. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for our full test drive review in the coming months.